Hey everybody, Varun here from 𝗤𝗏𝗃𝗃. Guys, very excited. Very first attempt. Everything is perfect 90. Congratulations, Vraj.
Thank you.
First attempt in PTE, first time test taker. You have smashed it. Everything is 90 on your scorecard. What do you think is important for the exam, right? First time test taker, I normally see students, what they do is they want to experience the exam. They just get up, take the exam just to see where they stand. But you didn't do that thing, right? You prepared properly, you had proper coaching, and you went for the exam. What do you think is the key factor which a student needs to get a perfect 90?
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that. I think the key factor is that, first of all, of course, you need English skills, but it's not that everyone thinks that English skills are really important. It's very doable. You can crack this exam definitely. I think the tips, the strategies are really important. So that's why I didn't rush into giving the examination, and I came to you guys because I knew that I'm going to be learning some very important strategies, tips and tricks. And the strategy classes really helped a lot, what to do, what to not do, and of course the regular lab sessions to give the full mock test, and obviously you get the whole heaps of material that you can study from. So I think, yes, that's really helped me to score a clean 9 in my first attempt.
That's right. So when you say strategies, right, what do you mean? What do you mean by strategies? That strategies are important. Do I need to upgrade or brush up my English skills, or do I need to focus on anything else?
I think at certain stage of time you reach that you can't really inculcate so much of a new language. So I think that it's not that, of course you have to have a decent English skill, but it's not like you have to ace it and nail it. So when it comes to strategies and tips and tricks, it's that the do's and don'ts, the pros and cons. Some things that were first time test taker or probably any time test taker wouldn't know that these are the things that I'm doing every time, which is completely incorrect, which you actually come to know over here, like what you should say, even in speaking modules, reading modules, what you should say, how to work out, how to put a logic behind that and get an answer to that. So I think it's really important that, and Language Academy has really helped me for that.
Thanks for that, Vraj. So basically, it's very important to understand the mechanism of the exam, right?
Absolutely.
Very important. You know what the computer is looking for, because if I go and attempt this exam as my English exam, I will mess up a lot of things.
Absolutely.
Right? I'll mess up a lot of things, especially when it comes to your speaking.
Yes.
Guys, very important. You focus on what the computer is looking for, and you input the data which the algorithm over there is going to give you a award for, is going to reward you for. You have taken a number of mock tests, right? How important are mock tests to get a perfect 90?
I think it's one of the most important things to get a perfect 90, or even of your any desired score. I think full mock tests are really important because it personally happened with me. Like, I used to practice and I used to be good in certain modules, all right, and I feel like, okay, I'm gonna nail it. But then when I go give a full mock test, that's when I come to know that, it's a different story, because if you give a whole 3-hour examination and you give a small 10-minute examination, there's a big difference in that. So a full mock test, it's basically regular practice. I mean, you can't be a good cricketer in one day, right? Something like that. So you basically, full mock test, you practice for 3 hours, and then you get the best material, you get weekly predictions, and it really gives you the actual insight of what's going to be in the exam.
That's right. One thing which I liked is that we underestimate few of the things, right? Let's say if I ask you to do right from dictations, you do 10 right from dictations, you'll do them perfectly. But when you do the whole process, you go through speaking, reading, writing, and then listening, you'll be very tired and exhausted.
Absolutely.
And you are not able to concentrate that much. So you have to make sure you get used to a number of mock tests which will expose you to the real exam scenario.
Absolutely.
And once you go through that, once you have that real exam scenario environment, you'll come to know what are the things you need to work on. Because normally if I ask you to practice something, you'll be fine. But when you go through the process, you are distracted, you are tired, you're exhausted, and you mess up a lot of things. And it's very important you know what mistakes you're making before you go for the exam. Vraj, any final piece of advice for students out there planning to go for the exam? They want to take the exam by themselves, or they want to see where they stand. Any advice for them, please?
Absolutely. I think first things first, I don't want any of you guys to rush into it, because I think it's very important for a lot of people to get a desired score in this examination for a lot of reasons, mostly migration being the first one. But I think don't rush into that. I mean, I thought that my English is decent enough, which is, but if I went and gave an exam on my own, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be able to crack such a clean score. Because like I said, it's very important to have strategies, how to crack the computer algorithm. It's really not about how amazing your English is. So I would like to tell all of you guys that don't rush into the examination. Please go visit experts, Language Academy being one of them, see Varun, and you'll get the best of advice over here, and I'm pretty sure you can get a desired score in a very small amount of time in your first attempt.
Thanks for that, Vraj. Guys, 2 to 3 things which I would like to take out of his journey is that, first of all, do not rush. Don't just think, yes, I'll go get up tomorrow and get the score. That won't happen.
Absolutely.
Right? Doesn't matter what your level of your English is. If you do not prepare, things can be difficult. You need to make sure you know what the exam looks like, what is important, and then, as he did, take a number of mock tests, get regular feedback, and attend proper lab sessions. I remember you used to be here 5 every day, right?
Every time.
Yes, I remember. You need to make sure that you are regular in the lab sessions, you take feedback and work on the feedback provided, and you are going to get a perfect score like he did. Now he's doing his NAATI with us. All the very best for that.
Thank you so much.
I need at least 80 in that.
Absolutely. I hope I crack that with you guys as well.
You will do that. That's it from this video, guys. Make sure you keep on practicing, have the right guidance, right direction, and right feedback. Go through the process. Do not try to skip it. Once you go through the process, everything will be very smooth and you are going to get your desired score. That's it, guys. I'll see you very soon.